Uh, Good afternoon. This is Lord Hammer, and I am getting an exclusive interview for the Rift MMO podcast, ladies. And today I am actually interviewing the VP of development.
Yeah.
Sir, if you wouldn't mind briefly giving us a quick intro on who you are, what you do, and a little bit
Russ
about...
Brown. I am the VP of development. I'm the guy at the almost at the very top of Rift.
Okay.
Scott Hertzman, our CCO, is above me. But basically my whole goal in life is to make sure that people more talented than me can get their job done. And I facilitate them getting their job done and working.
Outstanding. And so can you tell us a little bit about Rift for those who might not know?
Sure. So Rift is an MMO RPG. It's basically set in a fantasy world of Talara.
Okay.
Where Talara is under attack by multiple planes, and the players need to basically choose sides, what side they're going to be on, and save the world. Are you going to be a guardian, who are basically the chosen of the gods, or are you going to be the defiance, the ones who say, screw the gods, we can do it ourselves?
Right, okay. Well, that's interesting, and the game looks really, really polished. I think it's coming out next year?
Yeah, it's coming out in 2011. We have a kick-ass art team. We have kick-ass design, engineering, and I'll kind of show you what we can do. We can show you anything you want.
Okay.
And
you want to just drill down a little bit on the game, and then after that we can go through some
Sure.
questions from the community?
No problem. So I can show you the game. Right now, I'm in the game. I'm in Gloamwood right now. And I'm going to step out. Let's look at character create a bit.
Okay.
Talk about character create, and then we'll go in and we'll show you some different areas of the world.
Perfect. Sounds great.
So the first thing you do when you create a character in our game is you choose what side. Are you the chosen of the gods, or are you the ones who basically think that mortals should handle their own problems? So I'm going to make a defiant.
Okay.
And each side has 3 races. We have the Eth, the Kalari, and the Bommy. I'm going to make a Bommy because I like big guys. I like kind of, like somebody who looks like a linebacker.
Right, right.
And these are kind of half Jinn race. And I'm going to make a warrior, so I'll make a champion. And we'll go into a little more detail on this later.
Okay.
But at this point, you're really choosing your calling and your initial soul. And the callings are warrior, cleric, mage, and rogue.
Okay.
So I go in and I want to show you some of our we allow face morphing, so you can like morph between various targets. We have some normal map deformation, so you can give a little more character, show a little more, like skin texture, and basically all the classic things for marking, facial hair. So you can hit random a few times. You can make kind of pretty different looking guys, and we'll get a guy that we think is pretty cool looking. We'll go for that guy. Nah, I need some facial hair. Go for that guy.
Yeah, you weren't kidding when you said you got some really good artists.
We do. Our character artist, my art director, Darren, is one of the best. And we have great artists, great animators, great VFX artists across the board. So I'm gonna choose a character I made earlier. This is Deepa, and she's very close to the character I play in Alpha. We're currently in Alpha. We have an Alpha storm going, and this is the character I play.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go into the world right now, and I'll show you some of the kind of cool layouts and stuff, and just kind of the coolness that is the world. Oh, actually, let's not go there. So,
And we are here at PAX, and so they are actually live demoing this game to about 20 people outside. So.
yeah, we have 22 stations set outside. Come, play the game, have fun. We always want to show. This is Sanctum. This is the capital of the Guardians. And I really want to show you the work here, the artwork, just the beauty of what we have here. It's just phenomenal.
Yeah, I was mentioning to Eric Adams earlier that the stills don't do justice to the game.
Yeah.
Because when I saw it, I was like, wow. I mean,
Yeah.
I was really kind of blown away.
It really will blow your socks around. I love showing this guy. This is Cyril. He's the head of the Guardians. And look at this model, right? Is that sweet or what?
Wow.
Yeah, that is awesome. That is just awesome. It's one of the coolest models in the game. We have a lot of really cool stuff. This is Shyla. She's the head of the elves. And over here is Durin. He's like the architect of Sanctum.
Cyril, which is Greek for Lord.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Oh, wow. I learned something every day. Whenever I hear Cyril, I always think like a turtle or something. So I'm going to show you my favorite part of the game right now.
Outstanding.
This is our soul system, or our class system. We'll explain what's different between us and other RPGs. I am a Riftstalker Nightblade Assassin. My rogue, and I basically, a Riftstalker is kind of our tanking, more durable rogue. A Nightblade has ranged attacks that do fire and death damage.
Okay.
And an Assassin is poison, so it's always fun to have poisons.
Yeah, definitely.
Exactly. You can't really argue that, right? So what's different about our game is these actual trees are equipable. You can change them. You can get different specs. And so you have 3 slots, and you'll have up to 8 souls at launch that you can change. So I'm gonna just kind of make a class on the fly. We have these. You can save out these classes that you made using our what we call our role system, and you can make new classes. So I'm gonna use the great GM ability to clear the talent points. So I'm going to clear my talent points, and now I'm just kind of raw, and I'm going to make a class on the fly. I am going to make a Saboteur, Marksman. Let's do a Saboteur, Marksman. No, let's keep Bard. So the Saboteurs are a class that uses bombs and traps, so it lays traps.
Like a sapper.
Yeah, like a sapper, exactly. Our Marksman is all about keeping range. He's a range character that has speed buffs that makes him run around faster. So he goes really good with the Saboteur. You drop bombs, you run around, drop bombs, run around. Really fun. And the Bard is a support class. It makes everybody who plays with the Bard better, including yourself.
They can like buff.
Yeah, exactly. They do buffs, they do healing, they do things like that. And I really like to get at least 6 points in my Bard, because then I get a nice health buff and I get a nice armor buff, so that makes me a little tougher. And then I want to get a few points to get a barb trap, which causes a bleed, and I've got a spike charge right now, which will cause another bleed. And then let's see if I can get something that gives me a snare. So now I've got a snare, and now it's all about me doing tons of damage with my missile. And so what this allows you to do is you decide what your class is, right? Not some developer in some room saying that's how it's going to play. You go in, you build, you spec your character the way you want to play.
So you've got the basic archetypes that are fairly familiar to, if you want to use the Trinity. However, within that you can really completely customize.
You can. And so you can have, like here with the Bard, you can have rogues that heal. You can have tanks that buff. You can have warriors that buff. You can have mages that heal. You can have clerics that melee. I have a rogue who can tank. And so you guys decide how exactly you want to play, what sort of style you want to play. Every calling has strengths and weaknesses. And so there. And so I make a character and I try him, and then I go see if he works. Will he be good? I don't know. We want you to try. You go out there, try it, experiment, see if he works. If he doesn't work out well, change to something else, try something new. But it's all about you trying, you experimenting. It's almost like a software toy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I've ever seen something that's got that much scalability, at least not from the start. So that's really pretty incredible.
And it's just pure fun, right? Just go there, try something out, and it's just really fun. And then if it doesn't work, you can always have a rule. You can always go back to one of your other classes and do that. And then, hey, you can go back. It takes your things. I'm all good. And you can swap in game as long as you're not in combat. You can swap.
That's awesome. I've never seen anything that gives the player character that much freedom to truly define the class that they want, or define how they want that class to be. So that's awesome.
Exactly. So it is, and let the players play, right? Too much game companies tell the players this is how you're supposed to play.